Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. On today's video I have this Mini Cooper R56, R57, 2010, 11, 12, 13. It goes for a few years. I'm gonna be, it's already coming off. I'm gonna be removing this, the door panel here in order to, I'm actually changing the lock in it because I had to replace the door in this car, and to get access to that lock we need to remove all of these panels here, this one and even this one inside of here, which is together with all the window. So the thing is, I've already removed this panel. I wasn't sure whether I'd make a video or not, but I just thought I'll make one just in case. Now this panel here is literally, this section is plugged onto the door. There's nothing else holding it, it's just plugged in, literally. But before you take it out, you want to remove this cover here. That cover is also is in there, like so, and it has a little pin holding it underneath in here, in that little hole there. So if you take that little pin out, you'll be able to remove this, but this is also clipped in, and sometimes these clips can snap, like that one there. You can see it's a little bit snapped or broken. It's just clipped on there, so it is a little bit hard. You really have to, it's not hard, but you have to push it out and it will start coming out, but one of these always gets caught. So ideally, once you have a few of them out, I normally put a little screwdriver in there and try to open that last one so it doesn't break. But well, sometimes it happens. So I have another one of these, because this is from the replacement door. Anyway, once you've done that, you can literally start unplugging this door. This panel is easier to undo it. Start from this end and up here, start taking it out, maybe with something like this. It is really hard to unplug it, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it's screwed on, but it is literally those buttons, those plugging buttons that are really tight. So let me just show you, and there's also quite a number of them. So I've plugged one in one end, that should hopefully come out. So I just plugged this side in a little bit. So that's how hard they are in. That was just one. So when you have all of them plugged in, it feels like you can't take this out, but you can. It's literally all of these are plugged in, and they are really, really efficient. So once you get that out, put it out of the way. So like I said, there's no screws or anything like that to remove from that. And once we are here, we also need to remove this panel, this bit here, to access these Torx screws, which we are going to need to remove if you want to get to the lock. I mean, in this case scenario, if you want to change the glass or something else, then you would have to go in this way. That's a T30 there, so we're going to be undoing all of those, but there are two here as well, as far as I remember. So this panel here comes out. If you lift it up a little bit, then you can take it out. It's again literally plugged in there. nothing else holding it. So we have this, and there's quite a few of those, so I'm gonna be using that one. There is actually a smaller one, I forgot about that. So this is a T30, and this one, and this one. So that one there is a T25. And we have a 10 mil here as well. And we're also going to disconnect this connection here. You just have to press on the little, there's a little clip underneath, and you swing this to one side. And disconnect the speaker. Okay, and on the other side, so on this side here, we want to take these little plastic pins out as well. There is two of them. So there's that one there as well. A little bit awkward, but they hold this bit of rubber in there, which is also plugged in on there. Because this bit here comes out with everything together. And also I think there is another screw, which I was just forgetting, in there. So this little clamp comes out. There we are. So we almost have everything the way we need to. Just want to make sure this rubber, it's also disconnected from this end. Right, so that's plugged in there. It's just clipped onto there, one of those holes there. But you just want to get it out a bit, because this also sort of comes out with all of that. There is one more there. Okay, so actually before I attempt to remove these, I'm going to lower the window. So just have to plug that back in there, I think. Okay, so before we can attempt to remove this here, the whole panel, we want to remove the glass. And to remove the glass, if we open these covers here, they're plugged in there. I already sort of taken them out a little bit. You want to get the glass out until you can see that bolt, basically. I mean, you want to take this out and align your glass, your window, with that bolt. Maybe somewhere there, and it should be the same on the other side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen those. Okay, so those are T30s in there. That's a T30 torque. Just loosening that a little bit. I think that may release the glass. You don't really have to remove the whole bolt, but we might be able to move the glass, take the glass out. Or, I don't exactly remember, we may have to remove the whole bolt. So the bolt goes all the way through that window. You may want to get it out with a magnet or something like that. Okay, let me just show you what's happening here. The bolt down there is just preventing the window from coming up, because it's just in between. It's just holding at the tip of the window. Same on this side, but I managed to just loosen it a little bit on this side, or basically taking it out of the clamp. So it's just a clamp, and the bolt basically goes through the center of the glass. So since we've loosened all the bolts on this panel, we can pull this panel out a bit until that bolt it's a little bit released from the glass, and then you might actually be able to pull the glass up. So a bit of a fiddly job there, but it's the only way. I think what's happening is those bolts in there are actually fitted with the purpose so they can't fall, because if they fall and you are not removing the whole panel, then you'll be difficult to get to them. But so they are purposely made not to fall. However, they do cause this slight situation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my two hands here to push that out and remove this glass. Okay, so the glass is out. Now hopefully we can remove this panel. But in here we need to disconnect the cable that connects to the opening, this bit here. So as far as I know, this is just literally clipped in there, and it basically comes out. So let me get okay, so that's disconnected, and you just need to pass that cable So that's the connection there. It just goes into here and plugs into this. So that hook there kind of goes in here to open the door. And that's pretty much all we need to do here. So just to fiddle this cable out of there. Just remember which way it goes for when you put it back in. So just a quick look at this thing here. That's where the window goes in there, and that's where your bolt is. But like I said, it's kind of made in such a way so it doesn't come out the back. But for refitting, you can undo this to a certain point, and that will help you refit it a little bit easier. Same on this side. Right, now concentrating on the lock here, we have to remove this little bolt. There is another Torx there, and we need to remove this. That's an Allen, I think it's an Allen 5 there, and there will be another Allen we need to remove in there. We're gonna access from here. Okay, I have a T20 here. Just gonna take that out. Try not to lose it. And I have an Allen 5, an Allen key size 5 there. I'll do that. Take that out. And then I have my Allen 5 in there. This one is gonna take me a little bit longer. Here's our lock, and this lock actually comes out sort of through the inside, like so. But we may want to disconnect this cable just to give us some room here. So this is the little cable that just opens the door from outside. So we just need to wiggle it through that hole, through this bit here, because otherwise it's kind of interfering a little bit with removing this here. And also be easier if I have my two hands. So I'm just going to disconnect that from there. Okay, once you disconnect it from the bottom, you can just push this up and get it out of the way, because it does need to come out of that, from that hole of the lock, like so. This just is almost coming out of this bit here, but it's not. So I don't really want to force it or bend that. I just want to I'm gonna loosen this lock a little bit, and that should allow us to remove it. So it's just 3 of those Torx screws. Maybe we just need to loosen it, and that might give us enough room. Okay, there we are. So that's the old lock, and here's the new lock. I mean, well, that's the lock from the original door. So I think from this point on, maybe goes without saying, what we need to do is get this back in there. And it might be a bit of a fiddle, but basically from here on it's reversal of removal. Okay, got it in there, but that's the wrong way. I get it in this way. Okay, there, and that's in there. So now we secure the lock, and we put our door, the door handle here, pass the wire through there, through the back as it was, and down this, and hook it back onto that. And that's pretty much it. Then we have to put our cover here, the glass, secure the glass and whatnot. So having done that, I hope the video helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching.